What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to GT Sessions. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what it is, guys. It's your boy, some Joey Twins. I go by Six, he go by Side. You know what we do, guys. We're the Joey Twins. You can find our music on all DSPs, guys. Alright.
That's what's up. Remember, guys, what we're doing is actually quite exception. It's quite amazing because we do, we're making beats. We don't do no rap. We're making beats, right?
Yes,
so what we do with these beats, we're having a GT Entertainment, just waiting for you to experience the whole full experience about GT Entertainment, where the party continues. Crazy because we are actually dancing for those and flexing on those beats, obviously. What we're having a GT section, so this is why we all here. We're here to have some fun. We're going to say whatever we want to say, do whatever you want to do, you know,
have fun,
exactly.
You know.
Oh, man.
But anyways, man, I just want to have a few questions for you. How your week been, man?
My week has been just the week. You know, it's just been the week. It's been a busy week as always. But remember now, man, what we actually want to be most concerned about is how has your week been, guys. You know, I don't know whether you're seeing this on a Wednesday, on a Friday,
on a Monday, whatever day you're seeing this, guys. We just want to ask, how's it going? Are you okay?
Are you okay? We just something that you're okay. You know, if you're not okay, wherever you see this, man, don't worry. You know what GT always gonna say. You know,
sunshine don't shine every day. Every day sunshine don't shine. So no matter the weather, just come up the ladder. It's gonna get better. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, man. It always gets better no matter the weather. All right.
Talking about last week, man. Remember what we had the last session?
Break the law session.
Break the law session, man.
If you didn't see that, I recommend you to go back and just go look at it because it was hell insane.
It was insane.
It was insane.
I have experienced that myself. We had a very great session last week.
Yeah,
which this week we're obviously going to have about plug talk sessions. This is the reason why we're all here on plug talk session, but which we'll actually look into that. But what we have to talk about is about the last session about break the law, man. Obviously, as a fan out there, they want to know, you know, like myself, I really want to know about that break the law. You know, come on, just tell me, how did you approach like producing this track?
Yo, man,
break the law yourself.
Yo, man, this shit was crazy because before it was break the law, you do know it was a bogus level, right? It was bogus level. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those that don't know, break the law, it was before bogus level, and how it came approaching for producing this beat, ladies and gentlemen, it was quite crazy because the melody, the instrument, and the flow is like I even had to make it my ringtone, ladies and gentlemen.
Crazy.
That's how crazy it was. But anyways, I got something for you too, man.
Okay.
So what was the most difficult, challenging part about making this beat, man?
Man, making this beat, break the law sessions. I remember like when we making the beats, we having fun. We just stay to explore.
Yeah,
we having fun with different instruments. So the most challenging about that party was, you know, when the person listens to the song, what would I like them to hear? You know, this is why there is a sound on the background like ding ding ding.
Yo, man, I like that sound, man.
Exactly.
I like that sound, it's crazy.
So mixing up with that instrument, combining them with different instruments, making sure that it sounds absolutely great to the audience, not just to me, but the one who's actually listening to that beat and experiencing the whole break the law sessions. It was kind of challenging, but you know, I made it. You made it. Sunshine every day, no matter the weather, come on the day, it's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Always, man.
It always gets better. All right. So just one last question before we head out to the Power Talk session. About last session, right? What sparked up the beat actually?
Okay, I would say what really sparked up is so chilled. So humble.
It's humble, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't heard it, I recommend you to go listen to it on all these pieces out there. Joey Twins, break the law.
Break the law section. That's what we had last time, ladies and gentlemen. But this time we're having a plug talk sessions. If you don't know and you're asking yourself what this session is all about, with these plug talks and what's happening, let me break it down, alright? Remember now what GT session is all about. We bring in the albums in this GT sessions, alright? Because the albums are that's what we don't do best, alright? So if you don't know, there is an album that we have obviously dropped. If you know, go check it out there. We are rapping. It made it out here to this GT entertainment.
That's why we out there for this GT session.
Absolutely great, man. Absolutely great. So now that we made it to this GT sessions, we having 12 sessions, and this session, session number 2, which is Plot Talk session. Man, we keeping it rolling.
We gonna keep it rolling, man. This shit gonna keep rolling, man.
Oh damn!
Until the wheels fall off, man. We ain't gonna stop riding this
Remember,
thing,
ladies and gentlemen, we don't do no rap. We are here to have fun. So without no further ado, we're gonna jump into it, man.
Yes, sir. Let's jump.
We're gonna rap.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Plot Talk sessions. We made it. We done made it to that plateau. This is how we finna talk, how we finna do. We made it. And none of that business, man. But you don't sit down right there, bro. Yeah, okay. I don't told you already, man. I'm fucking with though. Nigga, she keep it with the same bro. Man, she keep it with the same bro. And now she made it to my payroll. I be like, oh no. I be like, oh no. I'm doing the hoes, I'm kissing the bowls.
Chasing them O's and chasing them O's because you know his name is full of O's. I don't know what you know, but I know why you already know. We keep down the low because nobody gonna know whatever we know. I know it's a lot of no's, we know what we know.
I go those, I'm like peas, nigga. So you not working my weed, nigga. Weed, nigga. So you not working with side, nigga. Side, nigga. Beside the heat of my tree, nigga. Tree, nigga. I be like, told you like, please, nigga. Told you I ain't fucking my weed, nigga. Weed, nigga. Told you not fucking with six, nigga. Six, nigga. My tree, nigga. Nigga, my tree, nigga. Keeping my tree, broski. Gonna see your baby broski. Of course, he got the iconic talk. Last he got the iconic talk. Not afraid no talk about things that people don't even wanna talk. And talk about things and things that this ain't fans for time. He's the voice of the voice that speak and spoken, that she's spoken. Cause man, everywhere he goes, people take them for screaming. Oh my god, is that really almost? I keep saying, oh no, man, where I go though, people scream like, oh my god, he said that like you're really almost. I said, oh no, I'm not really almost. Cause wherever I go, they're taking the photos. I made people scream, oh my god, is that really almost? Nigga, is that really almost?
This is why I be out just trying to look at for my dream. Because man, there's a whole lot of bunch of niggas wanna be like him. I'm gonna make that happen because man, nigga, he got me. This is what I'm here. Because man, nigga, I'm just clean, nigga. I told you no one in my weed, nigga. I told you no fucking with seeds, nigga. Was taking keeping my tree, nigga. Because you're my team, nigga. Man, I got access, talk about access. Talking to Rachel, who got teacher, she said what? He said what? Okay, I told you what? Blah, blah. She said what? Okay, oh my god, now. She said, nigga, you rap. Told it, no, don't do no rap. Man, I'm back to do better than that. Better than that, cause I'm making the beat. Making the beat, and I'm making the heat. Now the shit, nigga, shit to the heat. Started shit to bring nigga, she gon' eat. I said, go eat. I said, I go eat. She go eat, she go eat. I told you I'm reading my weed, nigga. Weed. Told you I'm running my team, nigga. Nigga. Told you I need weed, nigga. Like what? We gon' eat, nigga. Weed. Damn, nigga, we gon' want cheese, nigga. Throw some cheese. Told you we gon' walk it with six, start doing the beans, nigga. Hey. You know how it is. Get your boys. We out in Plot Talk session, man. We out here killing it, man. Please, nigga. I told you I'm running my weed, nigga. But anyways, we gon' deep.
And now, if you know, you know album, now available on all DSPs.
Welcome back to GT session. Man, there was a time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to GT session. There was a plow talk section, and ladies, it was off the hook, man.
That was a great session indeed,
what happened over there, man?
Man, that was a great session indeed, man. That was a plow talk, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Plow talk session. Absolutely made it to the second session that we done made it this week, a season that we're having. Plug talk session. About plug talk session, obviously I do have a couple of questions about that.
I know you got that.
I'm like, what,
Yeah,
so tell me, man, what really, inspired the hook and the chorus? I mean, that was sick. It really blew my mind, man. I mean, how did you come up with creating that chorus and hook?
I'm like, just how the beat goes. And I was like, okay. And it was the time that you were busy. It was like I was waiting for the weed. It was like, please, nigga,
but the weed,
nigga, just give me the weed back.
Oh man,
but it was kind of sick.
Gotta hit back that plot, man. We gotta hit back. Most definitely. I like that, man. That was a great one.
Most definitely, man. But I also got a question for you, man. What was the story behind the lyrics for your lyrics? Because I heard you talking about a lot of O's and then
man, don't mind that, man. I already told you already, ladies and gentlemen. I don't do no rap.
You don't do no rap.
Whatever I say, how I say, please don't listen to that. That's just me.
Don't listen to whatever we say.
Words,
okay.
Like ABC, let me see, adding all of those words like this and that.
Yes, sir.
So she's freestyling. That story has never been told before. I just read from my consciousness.
Alright, so you just made that thing up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he made that thing up.
Of course, man.
Alright, but anyways, man.
Alright, man. So what we're having obviously, man, is obviously the plot talk session.
Yes,
and I was very surprised about anything and how you actually carried that. So you tell me about the raps and the flows. I mean,
man,
what inspired the delivery? Was it like, what's that? Young Thug?
Man. It came from a whole lot bunch of scenes, man. Because man, I was just listening to you. I was like, okay, this nigga got flows. And like, okay, I was just trying to hook up with your flow, but in a type of way, like a Weezy flow or a Future's flow or the Young Thug flow. I was just trying to play around with some words. I'm just trying to see what I can do with my flows.
Shout out to them, man. Well, that was a great one. That was a great one that you had over there, man. It was a great flows. I actually heard it, and I was blown away, man.
Man, I try, man. But anyways, man, I just want to ask you this, man. What was the most challenging thing when you were producing the beat, man?
Plot talk was actually great. Remember when we making the beats, we want people to go insane, driving people insane. When you listen to the intro,
and this is not our first plot talk, right?
No, it's not our first.
But you guys don't know about it, man. You guys will know about it, man.
So yes, man. When we're making the beats, we're making sure that we're delivering it hard out there to the audience. Sir. Just by the intro, you can tell. Okay, now this is going down. Definitely, you can tell by the bass going through and all of that.
Because for us, guys, it's not about what we say on our beats. It's not about what we're going to say, guys. Our thing is we're passing our message out there with the beat, guys. Our thing is just listen to our music. You can plug it out on all DSPs because it's just only beats and we bring so much inspiration.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely, man. Back to GT session, ladies and gentlemen. Remember why we're all here. We're here to experience the whole full experience about GT sessions, what they're all about. Coming back next of the year, what we're having, we're gonna have you on the program. We're looking forward to it, most definitely. With GT Quiz.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I want to know more about you. You want to know about me. They want to know more about us. So we're gonna talk about these things. What really inspires you? We're gonna dig in this GT Quiz where we need to find more about each other. But coming up next, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. GT Quiz
coming up next.
What's happening? Okay. Yeah, alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the GT Quiz on GT Sessions, man. Welcome back. Remember, y'all, GT Quiz is when I need to find out more about this guy. This album is crazy. If you haven't heard it, you're missing out, definitely. But he had some couple of questions about me on this album when we made out this album. Honestly speaking.
Yes, sir. I just quickly have a few questions for you, Mariah. Definitely. The album is sick, right?
Yeah.
And definitely, I want to know what was the creative part. So, what was the most improvised moment that made it onto this album, sir?
I would say conspiracy theories, man. Absolutely conspiracy theories. But there's a lot of things. Conspiracy theories. It's very improvised because I'm looking mostly at the how we mixed it up, the instruments. Definitely, you should actually listen also to the how you master that. It's actually great. It's very loud and clear. It's very giving you this energy energetic experience that you don't even want to experience. It keeps me going.
You had it for me,
most definitely, man. Which leads me to that. I also have a question for you that we actually discussed earlier on today before we met each other.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the story about the bit that almost didn't make it to this album? Because this album's really great. Just tell us more about this album.
About a bit that almost didn't make it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can we talk about Kids on the Low? KOTL. Can we talk about Kids on the Low? Ladies and gentlemen, I had to put my life on the line for that beat to make it. So please go out and listen to it, because, ladies and gentlemen, that beat is a masterpiece, because even the mastering behind it. That's why I wanted it to be on the album.
I mean, it was by luck.
It was by luck, ladies and gentlemen. It almost didn't make it.
Definitely.
Almost. But I'm glad that it did make it.
This is why I'm about to break this exciting news that you had never heard before right here in this GT Sessions. This breaking news is that in this album, there's 20 tracks. We had to eliminate some couple of
we had
tracks.
to cut them out.
We had to cut them out. So this means that we're having 12 tracks. But that's not all. The ones that we actually cut is coming through again on the round 2 on the EP that's coming through.
Exactly. If you know part 2,
which hasn't yet been released. But that's what I'm saying. It was sick, it was crazy. And yet you're telling me that KOTL almost didn't make it.
It almost didn't make it.
From all of those 20,
from all the 20, it almost didn't make it. And I'm so pissed about this one beat. Ladies and gentlemen, you will hear it, emotional thing. I don't know why that beat didn't make it to the album, but I'm just glad that it made it to the second album, to the first EP, which is If You Know You Know.
Most definitely. You know, if you know part 2 is coming through, it's ready. Cannot wait for it just to make it out there, man. Absolutely great.
So real quick, what is the longest hours that you ever spent on making a song for this video?
Well, before coming back here in this bit, alright, let's talk about day 3. So there is a beat that we done made back in the 20s. Alright.
Kind of forgot
so
that part.
It's called Day 3. It's only on SoundCloud.
Yes,
Day 3. That's the reason why we named it Day 3. It took us 3 days. 3 days just to make that beat. Now, when I'm listening to that beat today, it could literally take me less than 3 hours to make it.
Listen to that. That's how you improvise.
But now, coming back to your question, obviously, the one that we actually spend a lot on this album, I'll definitely say it's conspiracy theories. What's wrong with this conspiracy theories,
and it's coming next. It's coming on next. The next session is conspiracy theories, listen to.
Oh man, we definitely have conspiracy theories. If you haven't heard it yet, go check it out there, man. On the album, If You Know, by Dory Twins, conspiracy theories. Track number 3, absolutely waiting for you, man.
Most definitely.
Absolutely great, man. But I also have like one or more questions before we wrap up everything, man.
Right.
You know, it's great, actually. You know, can you just tell us about how did you actually inspired or motivated you to make out this whole album? I mean, I heard you were talking about Lil Wayne. You included him earlier on about
we got in there, right. So the thing is, right, when we worked on this album, it took us time, right?
It did.
We lost, and in that loss, we had to rebuild. So from what we were rebuilding, we in that scene, I went back to listen to Dedication Pablo, and I listened to the whole masterpiece, and it was amazing. That's why it's like, you know what, we can do this. We can do this album our way, and we created our album.
He told us to have fun. He inspired us. Shout out to Lil Wayne, man. Great inspiration from Lil Wayne, most definitely. Can you tell us about the moment that you actually had when you were recording this whole album? You know, was there any moment that you enjoyed? Memory that you like to share with the audience?
You know what, guys, ladies and gentlemen.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I'll talk about that big called Do This Talk shit, man.
No, we're not going to talk about that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about, again, conspiracy theories. That's the first recording session of conspiracy theories. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, let's when you made up the album, alright? So just take us through the process when you had to produce the album, making sure it sounds great to the audience. Was there any challenging things that you had to come through? How to advise the upcoming artists on how to, or what should they actually look out for, sir?
You know, what I would say to upcoming artists, like, just be good at what you do, alright? No one can define your work, only you. Alright? No one should limit what you should do. Only you can limit yourself. Because you are your own person. And this is why when mastering this beat, right? When mastering this whole album, man, I took my time and I made sure that it came out the way that I would want it to sound. Right.
That's absolutely. I'm impressed. That's great. Well done. Great advice, man. Great advice, man. As a producer myself, I'll definitely look into that. But last one before we wrap up GT Quiz. I have an exciting one. I mean, remember we're having an album out there, right? And it's 12 tracks. So, please tell us about the lyrics itself. I mean, the names, the titles of the song. Okay. What inspired it? What's the story behind the titles?
It's like a storytelling, right? It's like a storytelling. So, so when you look at the album, playlist, I'm like, it starts with Break the Law.
Break the Law.
I'm like, you're like, okay.
I'm looking at the playlist. We have Break the Law, Plug Talk,
Conspiracy Theories, Let Go.
If you know, you know, and the list continues. You know, so it's all of these names. We want to know, the producer, how did you actually made up to these things? I mean, when you made up the album, how did you made it up?
You see, Break the Law was firstly Bogus Level, right? And I was like, okay, Bogus Level sounds way too cringy. And like, okay, we're going to change it because we're going to have to break the law first, and we're going to have a talk with our plug, right? And then you know, once you have exactly, once you have a talk with your plug, and then you start going to cloud nine, you start going conspiracy theories and all that
shit. Man, it's about to go down,
man. You have to let him go, you know.
Let go of the negative shit,
if you know,
that's great. I like that aspect. Damn.
And when it comes to Florida, man, I was like proud of us, man. Probably they was like thinking like I was referring maybe to the label, I wasn't referring to I was referring to us, some Tara us, man.
Yeah, most definitely say that.
Man, you didn't have to know, man.
Great
but
talk,
you know, most
man.
definitely. And then mainly, we were going. It was this month, ladies and gentlemen, that we lost beats after beats after beats. We went insane. It was a maniac season, man.
Okay, that's track number 7.
Exactly. So we had to find our way, man. We had to find our ways, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why we needed to finding ways on track number 8.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Because we were running away from our loud thoughts.
That's track number 9.
Guys, I had so many loud thoughts. I couldn't take it no more.
Okay.
I couldn't take it. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take this no more. So I need a new match.
Nice.
I need a new challenge.
That's why we have a track number 10.
Exactly. I was like, I need a new challenge. I need a new match with this day because why? I was done with the past now. I'm focusing on what I'm trying to build for the future. So that's why I had to, because man, you know with us, man, we had to be on the low for some time. We were on the low, guys.
We had to. I mean, we had to. Why? Keeping on the low, always keeping on the low. And guess what? The last but not least, that made it to an album right there. SKY. Sky. There is a reason why that called Sky.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there's a reason why.
You finish up that story.
Alright. Okay, so with Sky, it's absolutely great because obviously with Sky, when we are making up this album, alright, we were going through the ups and downs. I was there for you, you were there for us. Most of the time, we had to go down both with ourselves. And then Sky, one of our good friends, actually came through and asked, gave us the motivation. And Sky,
most definitely, man. That's
definitely, man. So that track number 12 right there on Sky, that's a dedication song to Sky.
So most definitely
there to
Sky.
Shout out to you. You know, it was a great one. I cannot wait for the session. Absolutely, it's gonna be a special one. I cannot wait for that one. Absolutely great. It's absolutely great, man. I cannot hear for it. I cannot wait for that one, man.
Yeah, most definitely. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen,
we are about to wrap it up. So with the GT quiz, you do also have like a couple of questions about the GT, about the music, GT sessions, GT entertainment. We also having GT comedies coming through. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the GT session.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a great one, man.
That was a great one. That was GT quiz, ladies and gentlemen. And now going forward, there's GT quiz is gonna start being on the show.
Most definitely, we're looking forward to acting the GT quiz on the show. Looking forward to that. It was actually a great one, so we cannot wait to hear more questions from you guys. You know?
Exactly.
It was a great session, by the way, with the GT sessions. You know, so I'm looking over here. I'm looking at the board. And it looks like we're having the next section the next section will all be about conspiracy theories.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be about conspiracy.
Tell us about conspiracy theories before wrapping
up. Ladies and gentlemen, conspiracy theories is gonna be amazing. Because I mean, like, you don't know why you start all about the conspiracy theories about space and like aliens but ladies and gentlemen, it's not gonna be about space and aliens and none of that. But
I'm gonna collect them bars. I'm ready for the conspiracy theories. We cannot wait to experience for you guys to experience the conspiracy theories with us. Exactly. Not the theories, the bars are there, the bars are safe.
Everything is gonna be
just cannot wait for that conspiracy theories, man. But either way, it's been a great show. Great talk, man, with the GT sessions, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. And always, stay glorified, stay GT. Alright.